You know, have you ever just looked at your plants and wished they could tell you what was wrong? It's a question pretty much every farmer, every gardener has asked themselves at some point. While today, we're looking at something that gets incredibly close to giving your farm a voice and a brain. It's called Eco-Gemma, and it's all about making fertigation, that's adding fertilizer right into the irrigation water, truly intelligent. Yeah, this is the classic mystery, right? The water seems fine, the sun is out, so what is going on? This simple question is exactly where our story starts, because finding the real answer takes more than just data. It takes intelligence. All right, let's get into it. Before we see the solution, you've got to understand the problem. And the problem is, most of our so-called smart farming systems, well, they aren't actually that smart. Most systems out there have three really big flaws. First, you've got these dumb timers that'll just keep watering your crops on schedule even if it's pouring rain outside. It's such a waste. Then, they have really weak logic. They can't tell if a plant is just hot and needs water to cool down or if it's actually hungry for nutrients. This can lead to fertilizer burn, which can kill your plants. And finally, you have the cloud trap. The second your farm's internet connection drops, that smart system, it's just a useless plastic box.
So how do you fix a system that's basically missing a brain? It's actually pretty simple. You give it one. And that is exactly what Eco-Gemma is all about.
So what is Eco-Gemma? Well, think of it literally as a brain for your farm. It's a smart agent that uses a small but powerful generative AI model that runs on a little device right there, on site. And here's the absolute key. It makes all its intelligent decisions completely offline. No internet connection required.
And the mind behind this brilliant innovation is T.S. Mohammed Sopian Ben Ibrahim, who's the head of the Mechanical and Welding Department at IKBN Bandar Penang in Malaysia. It's just a fantastic example of a real-world problem being solved with some seriously high-tech thinking.
Okay, so we know what it is, but how does this AI brain actually work? How does it think for the farm? Let's break it down. It all comes down to a really simple but powerful four-step loop that just runs 24/7. First, it senses the environment. A bunch of small sensors are out there collecting data on soil moisture, pH levels, air temperature, all the important stuff. Second, it processes all that data right there on the farm. Third, the AI analyzes the situation, looking at all the variables to figure out what the plants truly need in that exact moment. And finally, it acts, telling the pumps exactly what to do, whether that's to send plain water or a specific nutrient mix. Now, what I love about this is how simple and affordable the hardware is. We're not talking about some crazy expensive proprietary equipment. The whole thing runs on off-the-shelf ESP32 sensors, which are super common, all feeding data to a small, inexpensive computer like a Raspberry Pi that acts as a local AI server. It just goes to show how smart farming tech can be both simple and affordable. But here's what really makes it different. It's context-aware. If it's scorching hot outside, it knows the plants just need water to cool off, not fertilizer, so it'll switch to a cooling mode. It also uses what's called explainable AI. So it doesn't just do things, it tells you why it's doing them, in plain English. And, super important, it has a built-in failsafe. If the AI ever has a problem, a simpler backup system just takes over to make sure the crops are always protected. So that's the tech. But what's it actually like to use this thing? Well, this isn't just some automated controller. It's designed to be like having your own personal agronomist, an expert right in your pocket. Everything comes together on this really clean and simple dashboard. You can see all your farm's vital signs in real time with just a quick glance. Temperature, soil moisture, pH, what the pumps are doing. No clutter, just the facts. And this is where it gets really amazing. You can literally chat with the AI. Ask that question, why are my chili leaves yellow? And the AI will analyze the live data from your sensors and give you a real diagnosis based on what's happening on your farm right now. It gives you actionable advice, not some generic answer from the internet.
And the system is proactive. It's not just sitting around waiting for you to check on it. Every single day, it automatically generates a detailed farm health report that you can see right on the dashboard. And just for convenience, it also shoots a summary over to your email with all the raw data attached in case you want to dive deeper yourself.
And of course, it's always on watch. If something critical happens, say the soil gets way too dry, it doesn't just quietly turn on the water. It sends you an immediate alert right to your email, so you know that something needs your attention right away. It's like a guardian for your farm. So you can see how this is a total game changer for the daily life of a farmer.
But the impact here goes way beyond just a single field. Eco-Gemma is really a blueprint for a much smarter, more accessible, and more sustainable future for farming.
And here's the part that just might blow you away: the cost. The entire system can be built for less than 200 Malaysian ringgit. That's about $40. I mean, compare that to industrial controllers that often cost over 1,000 ringgit and can't do nearly as much. It's incredible.
This low cost opens up so many doors. For hobbyists or small farmers, you could package this as a super affordable plug-and-play kit. For huge commercial farms, it could become a software service that offers deep data analytics. And, maybe most importantly, you can use it as an educational kit to train the next generation of innovators or technopreneurs in agriculture.
Because in the end, that's what this is all about: democratizing AI. It's about putting a powerful expert on every farm, no matter how big or small.